September 9th. Mark it on your calendar. It's the date that officially kicks off the John Ternus era at Apple. We're talking about the iPhone 18 Pro, the Pro Max, and Apple's long-rumored first foldable, all hitting the stage in Cupertino. Pre-orders on the 11th, shelves on the 18th. This timeline is locked. But the device? That's where things get complicated. We've got the full spec breakdown, the real talk on that massive price hike, and the dark cherry warning you need to hear before you buy. Let's start with the head turner. The main 48MP sensor is finally getting a true variable aperture. We aren't talking software trickery. The lens physically opens and closes to manage light and depth of field, just like a dedicated professional camera. And behind that lens, for the first time ever, Apple is ditching Sony in favor of a new 3-layer stacked sensor from Samsung. Faster readout, less noise, and massive dynamic range gains. Apple is spending roughly 50% more on this camera module per unit. They aren't just trying to beat the competition. They're trying to move the goalposts. Look at the front. The dynamic island is finally shrinking by about 35%. Why? Because Apple has successfully moved Face ID components onto the display. We've seen the prototypes, and it's the cleanest looking iPhone has had in years. It's the perfect home for that circular Siri animation we saw at WWDC, finally making its way onto the hardware it was designed for. Under the hood, you're getting the A20 Pro on a 2nm TSMC process. It's roughly 15% faster and 30% more efficient than the A19, but the real star is the C2 modem. It's Apple's second-generation in-house chip, finally replacing Qualcomm. And thanks to Apple's strategic acquisition of Globalstar, this phone is gaining full satellite broadband. We're not talking about just SOS pings anymore. This is data, maps, and photos over satellite. If you're a traveler or an adventurer, this is the peace of mind feature that makes the upgrade worth it. Now, the hard part, the price. With component costs ballooning, analyst estimates are all over the board, ranging from a $50 to a $300 hike. Expect the Pro to start near the $1,369 mark. And a word of warning on the colors. Dark cherry looks stunning, a deep, regal burgundy, but leaks suggest this new coating process is highly susceptible to micro scratches. If you're a no-case user, you might want to stick with silver or dark gray. This is the first iPhone launch with John Ternus at the helm, and it's arguably the most ambitious hardware refresh since the original iPhone. A variable aperture, a 2nm chip, and true satellite internet. The question is simple. Does this level of tech justify a $1,300 plus starting price? Or is the jump to the foldable Ultra, or even skipping this year, the smarter move? Let me know your take in the comments. I'll be live for the event on the 9th, so make sure you're subscribed. See you there.